Hello? Yes. Audio is working. The stream disappeared. All right, we are back. We are back. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We got Braden. We got Rowdy. We got Jackson Storm fan, who's actually Francesco Bernoulli fan now. What's up? Good to see you. Got your homework done. Kick back. Have a great time. That's what we're here for. We can't hear you. Please don't say. Listen. Hold on. I'm going to check. I'll check because I know. Nah. You can hear me now. Do you like my painted thumbnail? I got some paint on it. It freaks me out every time I see it. I just haven't decided to clean that off yet. All right. Do you think I should make a custom diecast of any hand finished who is so close to it, or Christopher Bell's DeWalt Electrical? Francesco Bernoulli fan, I would say Christopher Bell's scheme because I don't like Denny Hamlin, but it's completely up to you. Whatever you want. Ranthony and Pavine in the house tonight. How are you two doing? Hopefully well. It's good to see you guys here on the stream. NASCAR Kid, your stream is on. It's good to see you as well. I have no updates for you as far as the Carson Hocevar truck debut graphics go, so we'll see. I texted my buddy again. We'll see if he gets back to me. Should we send Mr. Diecast to the North Pole as an elf? What's the North Pole? The North Pole? Why am I an elf? Because I work on stuff like this? That's a fair point. I'm not short, so it can't be that. If you guys have not yet, go ahead and vote on the poll. I think this poll is better than the previous one. I had it was about pets, but I was talking to my wife today about doing a race watch along live stream. So we'll talk about that more later. You can respect that. I find Denny Hamlin pretty hilarious because of his attitude. His attitude's just kind of annoying. Like, I understand why some people would gravitate towards it and why some people would like it, but I really don't enjoy arrogant people that much. And it might not be, but he just comes off as so arrogant, and I don't have time for that. Like, I can't deal with that. So, plus I haven't liked him since like 2007-ish. So I'm not going to change my opinion of him now. It's actually gotten much worse, especially considering I see his stupid progressive commercials all the time, and I hate them. So yeah, I mean, if you like him, you're well within your right to do so, but I'm over it. I'm over him. Cool, Noah, good to see you. Oh, the chat, just spray painting your 124 today. Excellent. Good work. NASCAR Kid starts high school tomorrow. Enjoy it. Have fun. It's a good time. Went to the eye doctor yesterday. Went to Antique Store afterwards. Nice, Rowdy. Hope that went well for you. Any ice cream cake? That sounds good. You start high school next Monday. Hopefully that's fun. High school's fine. Like, you guys will be fine. It's not that big of a deal. You guys got this. I even remember when Denny Hamlin called Alex Bowman a hack. Yeah, so that was like another thing that annoys me about Hamlin is he called Bowman a hack, but Hamlin has absolutely just driven through and over people in his career and then complains about it when it happens to him. So again, from that standpoint, for me personally, I also don't like hypocritical people. And that was a prime example of it. But yeah, like I said, you got the progressive commercial? See, I don't even have ads on. Like, I don't have... I don't have ads turned on. I don't get paid for them, so... It's annoying that they're even on the video. We got everything for our NASCAR Hall of Fame trips. Nice. Custom 66 NASCAR. I think I think did you comment earlier on the stream? Because I feel like the stream got rid of it for some reason. Like, YouTube does some weird things sometimes. No, we're not celebrating. We're not celebrating anything. Celebrating a terrible weekend of sports for me, personally. I think that was you, Custom NASCAR 66. Bruv. It's a British slang term. Bruv. So at the antique store, I got Todd Cleaver 06 164 and Terry Labonte 98 Kellogg's 140 $16. Not bad. Yeah, Braden, I don't know why I got rid of it. So, Greg, you now have another channel? Custom 66 NASCAR. That makes sense. I've seen you make some of those. The ARCA I was going to sell came in, but I can't sell because it got a signed version. Oh, okay. It's been a good week for me. I am Percy. Good to have you in the stream tonight. Hopefully your good week continues. Today is kind of the end of the week, or it's the start of a new one, depending upon how you guys want to look at it. So yeah, here we are. It's Greg, by the way. So I did say you should do. Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I didn't know it was you particularly, but I did see that earlier, and then YouTube got rid of it. I'm thinking not next week because I'll be in Washington next week, but I'm thinking the Daytona race, we might do that. Your dad won't give me your number, so IDK how to send the video. I was texting him today. Tell him to send me the video. I don't know. He's been goofy lately. He hasn't been on streams either. Richmond was bad for you. It was okay for me, but could be worse. Well, yeah, we'll talk about all that in a bit. Ravel, yeah, I did like the 143 scale cars. They're kind of random though. They don't really fit into the collection though anywhere for me personally. No, I renamed this account because I post Diecast customs now. Good, that makes sense. I always appreciate the Diecast custom realm. It's my favorite realm. You're leaving Friday. Yeah, you're going to New Hampshire. I know that, Greg. You're going to New Hampshire. I'm going to Washington, D.C. So we'll be kind of like on the East Coast. Your most recent video got over 9,000 views. Dang, look at you go. Reselling a car is a sin. Well, depends if it fits into your collection or not. But yeah, you're leaving. I am also leaving Friday. But congrats on the 9,000 views, Percy. That's exciting. My ARCA and truck donor 164 arriving Tuesday. I finished the truck you sponsored after the stream. Can you check it out? Sure, I will. Hold on, cool Noah. I will open it up. Hold on, let me just open it up right now. Is it on your channel? Is it a post? Where did you post it? Why did it delete that part? I don't know. Okay. You're sorry for the goofiness. I don't care what's going on. I don't either. No, you don't have to apologize. Like, don't apologize. Don't feel the need to apologize to me. I mean, we have fun on these streams. We're all good. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure though what the deal is. You're fine. It's all good. Kate and Honeycat winning trucks on surprising. Will fun and lane loose and lane rigs. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Soon. I had a video that had 10,000 once. Didn't think it was gonna. Yeah, I know. My how-to video hit like it's almost at 20,000, and it's crazy. You're at your grandparents. Okay. Labonte. Yes, it's a short. Oh, okay. Still, 10,000 views on a short is pretty good. That's still pretty good. I don't think I've had that on any of my shorts. I view shorts very differently. Personally, I don't like them. I don't like posting them, and I don't really like watching them that often. So I view shorts in a little bit of a different light. Of course, all of YouTube lately has been kind of annoying, so. All right, yep, tell me when you get it posted. Last year I posted a video, didn't think anything of it. 300,000 views. Was it a short or was it a video? That's crazy. That's a lot of views. Your views have tanked. Mine too. It's so weird. Like my Friday videos are getting nothing. Getting absolutely like 30 people watching. It's probably all of you guys that are in these live streams and then like nobody else. I don't know what the Mr. Roscoe, happy Sunday. Thank you. Happy Sunday to you too. Yeah, I was Matt Mills fan. Love sponsor and Land Loose. Same names. He's a baller. Yeah, he's a baller. Most I've gotten on a short was 4,000. It was Denny Hamlin edit of his Michigan win. Yeah, I was at that race, Braden. I was at that race. Wasn't happy about it, but I was there. The how-to video is going to help me figure out how to make it. Well, that was the whole point, Francesco Bernoulli fan. Your Carson Troll video has 400,000 on Instagram. Yeah, so speaking of that, I'm sure you guys have kind of noticed at this point, but like I don't really chase views on this channel. I'm going to post what I post regardless of how many views they get. So for whatever reason lately, just like my Friday videos have not been doing well, but I'm not going to change them. Like I'm going to keep doing what I do. The whole reason I started this channel to begin with was to share my collection with people, because I know people like looking at collections and stuff. And so that's basically what we've been doing this whole time. And if it gets views, it gets views. And if not, then that's fine too. Staff B's in the house. What's up? Not bad. There's some other videos recently. Yeah, it is. Don't get me wrong, Roddy. It is disappointing, especially after you hit a bunch of good videos in a row and tons of people are tuning in and stuff. And then you just have you post a video that you think is going to be good and then nobody watches it. It is disappointing. I 100% understand that. And you're going to be posting full-length videos soon. Excellent. I like the longer form videos. So all right, Francesco Bernoulli fan. Hey, I appreciate you stopping in, even if it was for a little bit. But our other boy, Diecast, is in the house. What's up? Good to have you here. I have a few 1/18 scale cars. Not a ton, but a few. Coming in with the Ariel song quote. My collection. Here's a little secret about diecast collecting. Your collection is never complete. That's just the truth of it. You have over 500,000 views on your YouTube channel. That's exciting. I don't even know what I have on mine. Like I said, I'm not really concerned with chasing the numbers. My whole big thing was I was trying to get monetized. And now that I'm monetized, my next goal is to get ads on the videos for ad revenue. And then just kind of let it absorb a little bit of money here and there. I'm not trying to quit my job to become a YouTuber. Just having a little bit of extra revenue would be nice and helpful. Stop flexing and touch grass, punk. He's got a point. Greg has a point. Go touch some grass. I have 86,000. That's fine. I don't care. That's good. Good enough for me. But yeah, my next threshold is getting those 4,000 watch hours. So favorite condiment, go minus honey mustard. You can't come in here. You can't listen. You can't come in here with a statement like that and say honey mustard is your favorite. Ew. How much to donate for you to paint my nails? If you drop $100 super chat right now, I'll paint my nails. $100 super chat. I'll go get my wife's nail polish and I'll paint my nails. We can't come in here with a. Yeah, we're kind of talking about food. I'm doing great. No phones rang today in church. So W, excellent, excellent. What is wrong with honey mustard? There's nothing wrong with honey mustard, but that's the one that you're gonna say is the best. I don't agree. I don't agree. If we're talking condiments and we're talking like, I'm putting hot sauce on anything. Hot sauce is the way to go. You have a review of 143 premiering tomorrow. Also change the start time around. People get out of school work. Yeah, I kind of messed with that a little bit, but I've just kept my normal cadence of videos on Fridays. By the way, I built the last Diagostini that I have today, and I'm telling you what, I will get the videos out. I'm just ignoring Greg. I was thinking about putting him in timeout, but it looks like you guys are reprimanding him enough. Mayonnaise based honey mustard, then mustardy based though. Like, why are we talking about this? Honey mustard on chicken tenders. Jeez. But anyway, so the important things that I wanted to discuss are the Diagostini, which I'm getting to. I have the next like 6 boxes built and put together. I have them all filmed. I just have yet to edit them. I've been stuck editing, I think it's box 13. And I was doing some editing this weekend and I absolutely hate it. Like, I hate it with every fiber in my being for those videos. And I will get them out to you guys. Do not worry, but it's coming together great. Like, I love the car. I'm so excited about it. I can't believe we're almost done with it, honestly. We're getting close. Post a pic, but you can't see very good. Post some better ones later. All right, no problem, Noah. I will take a look at it after the stream. Ranthony, my day was a whirlwind of emotions. So to start off, it was a good day because we went to church and I was in charge of teaching the kids at children's church, and we talked about prayer, and they did really well, and that was fun. Then I came home and watched West Ham blow a 2-0 lead against Burnley in their first game in the championship, and I was disappointed about that, especially after being on such a high of the start of the game. They played really well, and then conceding a stupid penalty, which they should not have, and then conceding another late goal. You're a priest. Greg, you gotta spell "you're" wrong. Or you spelled "you're" wrong. You gotta spell it right. You're no good. So you spelled it wrong twice. The problem is West Ham conceded twice, dropped points in their first match, which they should have easily won, and they did not. So that was disappointing. Then the IndyCar race, which was fantastic, by the way. The ending was good. I enjoyed the entirety of the IndyCar race, except for the fact that Kyle Kirkwood crashed out. Very disappointing end to the IndyCar race, but I was super excited about it. It was a good race. You took a picture and it's on your community tab. All right, Rowdy, I'll open up your thing as well. Okay, so I have yours open to look at, and then I have Cool Noah's to open to look at. Okay. But yeah, the IndyCar race today was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It got me really excited for next week for Washington. But it looks like 15 of the votes, all 15 of you guys who voted in the poll said you would be interested in a race watch along. So hold on, let me pull up the schedule really quick. Because in true diecast driven form, I have nothing prepared, of course. I only watched the final 10 hours before I got IndyCar was on, but what I watched is absolute cinema. Listen. You missed an absolute caution fest in the first half of the race, but it made the strategy interesting. There were different drivers up front, leaders, and then at the end of it, the pit strategy, and the way that Marcus Ericsson ran down Roman Grosjean. Again, I was disappointed that Roman Grosjean didn't win. I like him. I think he hasn't won anything in a really, really long time. So it would have been cool for him to win. But at the same time, Marcus Ericsson running him down at the end of the race was fantastic to watch. Making contact with his teammate, Will Power, and then getting around Palou and then running down Grosjean. It was great. I really enjoyed the IndyCar race today. But let's look at the NASCAR schedule really quick. If I get into a super late model, I'm probably going to ask you to make like 5. All right. He looked at me, I gave the finger and walked out on a fight. All right, we'll see. What's your dream car? I don't know. Something fast. Something that I don't have to live in the rust. That in the north where it'll rust. Okay, so here's the remaining schedule for the NASCAR season. We'll talk about the race, by the way. The races keep getting worse all year. Greg, believe me, we'll talk about it. Rowdy, you missed a good one. If I could suggest going back to watching the highlights, definitely do so. So I'm going to be gone for the New Hampshire race. This race here. I'm going to be gone. Greg's going to be at the race, by the way. He's going to be trolling some drivers, so keep your eyes peeled for that content. His dream car is a pink Toyota. Pink Toyota what? Supra? Tacoma? Prius? Which one? Tundra? Camry? Corolla even maybe? I don't know. Yaris? Can we look at what has been revealed for... No, I don't want to talk about 2027. We'll talk about that in the off-season because we're going to have to talk about something in the off-season. So I'm saving any 2027 discussions for the off-season. I'm thinking about going live here Saturday, August 29th at 7:30 for the final race. Mazda Miata. Those are alright. I'm not really like for or against them any particular way. I'm thinking about going live Saturday night at 7:30 to do a watch along with the Daytona race. I'll probably put like the score or the scoring pylon or something up on the screen, and then we'll just kind of watch that or something, and then we'll work on something over here. So would you guys be interested in that? Number one. Rockingham not being on cars, but unfortunately not surprising. Braden, save it for the off season. Daytona's probably going to be crazy. Could be. Mustang is dream car, just like the look of them. See, I'm the opposite. I don't like the look of the Mustangs. We make the bushings for the Mustangs, by the way. So yes, the plan is to do a watch along stream next Saturday night, and then we won't stream on Sunday. So Saturday night will be our stream day, and then we just won't stream on Sunday. So we'll watch the race. I'll have it up on my other computer. We'll watch the race, and then we'll work on something. We could talk through it and kind of do it that way. And then if you guys like that, Nothing Else Matters, great song. If you guys enjoy that stream, then I'll probably do the same thing for the Darlington race, which is at 5 o'clock on Sunday, the following week. Love to see Michigan in the chase. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, so then we'll probably do the same thing here. And because I'll have to check my schedule. I'll have to check all the stuff that's going on, but I think we could make those work. And then if you guys like those, and we'll keep doing those, we could do the Bristol night race too. So we could have 3 watch alongs in the next 5 weeks, 7 or 6 weeks. Shoot, I mean, we could even do the Las Vegas race, 5:30. That's a later start time, so we could do that too. We just have the stream start earlier in the day. Full diecast collection stream when? Well, I have a video of my entire basement. So that's already out there. So you just have to go watch that, and that's my whole collection. Pretty much. I mean, I've added cars since, but I'm pretty sure all of the cars that I've added since, I've made videos of. So I believe you should be able to see all of the cars in my collection. And the whole point of doing this is like, the whole point of this channel is to go through my collection car at a time so you guys can see all of them. A chicken wing? I like chicken wings. We need an update. No, I mean, maybe. We'll see. Maybe when I move to my new house, I'll do an update, whenever that is. Will you do a Christmas diecast special? Showcase all holiday-inspired cars? I don't know. Probably not. I don't like to do themed things like that because it's... Like, I'd prefer the videos to be evergreen. Like, you could just show up at the channel at any point in time and just watch any of the videos. They're not, like, tied to a specific point in the year or something. Greg, I will ban you. You know what? I'm just going to ban you. You get a timeout for, like... You get a minute. I don't even feel like dealing with you tonight. Nah, I'm not moving, like, anytime soon, but eventually. Listen, I like this house. It's a nice house. But eventually I'd like to move somewhere else. Evergreen like a Christmas tree, yes. Okay, so that's pretty much... Are there any other races? 2 p.m., 3 p.m. So those will probably be the watch-alongs that we do. Time out for now. No, we like Greg. Like, I just don't feel like dealing with his troll. Like, he was being fine, and then he started doing that. Like, I just don't feel like dealing with that tonight. No, I'm not gonna... It's not gonna be 5 years. Like, he's fine. He's really not that bad, but I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So we'll do some watch-alongs here, and if you guys really, really like them, then we could do more of them in the future. And maybe we could alter the stream times. Maybe Talladega. I don't know. That's kind of early in the day. That's 2 o'clock. Normally we do stuff during the middle of the day, so I don't think that I would go live earlier than maybe 5. But yeah, we'll see. Greg was getting. I just didn't feel like dealing with what he was about to say. Pancakes. See, I can deal with pancakes. If it's something stupid off of pancakes, though, I'll do 5 minutes. Because I like having Greg around. Listen, don't get me wrong. Everybody's got to have their resident troll. But sometimes I'm just not feeling like dealing with it. He's back. It was only a minute. He's fine. I'm curious what's the longest you can time someone out for. I could tell you. Pancakes, Dale Jr., famous quote. Greg, I'm not going to time you out, but I'm just going to look at the timeout options. 24 hours is the longest you can time somebody out for. 10 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 24 hours. I'm not going to kick him. He's fine. Pancakes. Pancakes is Dale Jr.'s famous quote. And problems is a famous quote from... Greg, you don't have a wife. You're like 20 years old. What the heck was his name? Rick Allen. Rick Allen's quote was, problems. We got problems. All right. French toast. I hate these backstretch battles. I've seen Michael Mertz play that, but I've never played it. Aggressive goes around. Yes, aggressive. Brayden. An all-timer from Rick Allen. Aggressive goes around. I was very harsh on Rick Allen. I did not like him. Not because I didn't like him personally. I just didn't like the way his commentating. But I feel like he definitely didn't deserve the hate that he got. He got a lot of it. 17. I miss Rick Allen. Me and Pavine. We're at Rainforest Cafe. Hold up. Everybody stop. Our boy Ranthony took Pavine on a date to Rainforest Cafe. He wins the day. Hands down, he wins the day. Just post pics. Okay, I'll check it out. I had $120, now $56. What'd you buy? Things worse than Greg? I don't know. Are you in Clayable server? Just curious. Are you having dessert? Ranthony going representing at Rainforest Cafe. Like, mad respect to you, my friend. Great decision. Great decision. Top 10 decision of all time. Taking your girl to Rainforest Cafe. We do. You can put it on the stream to look at. All right. I could do that. 1 second. Then I want to talk about this weekend's event. I mean, I'll talk about the crew right now. They absolutely sucked against Charlotte. A rainforest is a tropical. Is it tropical? Actually, I don't even think it is tropical. What would you classify it? It's a rainforest. That's just what it is. Rasta pasta and the volcano. Anyway, so the crew absolutely blew it against Charlotte on Saturday, and I was super disappointed about that. I actually chose to watch the crew over Richmond because no need to talk about NASCAR. Horrible. Yeah, so actually, Greg, a good point. To your point, I chose to watch the crew over the cup race on Saturday night because I knew I wasn't going to be interested in it. And turns out I was right. We'll get to that in a minute. But the crew absolutely blew it. They were down 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, and then they controlled the rest of the game, but just couldn't score a second. They did get one back, but they ended up losing 3-1. So crew is a disappointment. West Ham dropping points. They were a disappointment. Now on to the racing. You got 8 signed more. Jones didn't pull up at Berlin. Gotcha. All right, hold on. Wait, we got to look at I think it was Noah's. All right, we got to look at his channel really quick. Matt's out. All right, Matt. Well, thanks for stopping in, hanging out. Appreciate you being here for a little bit. Oh, number 72. Why number 72? Is there a reason you chose 72? Well, that's a lot of pictures. All right, we'll go through them. There's that. It isn't great, but I did it at 5 in the morning with markers that are horrible. Wow, 5 in the morning with markers that are horrible. It's all right. My parents are having a dinner, so maybe. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad with markers that were horrible. So you did a pretty good job. Easiest to do. Well, it looks pretty good to me. Oops. Sorry. I appreciate the sponsor. It's pretty neat. You got the blue pretty close. I mean, I am colorblind, but there's no claret on it, I don't see. No red. But anyway, it looks good. Rowdy gave me a shout out earlier. Nice. You love to see it. Every time you say the crew, I get PTSD. Yeah, listen. That show was horrible and not good for NASCAR. The crew, yeah, with Kevin James. Not good for NASCAR. So I don't really want to talk about that anymore. NASCAR is so good at the start of the year, but this time of year it's horrible and football's here. See, Greg, I kind of agree, but I watch soccer, you watch football, but it's the same thing. Like, I would much rather get this man decals. Yeah, get some decals. Your next step up is to slap some decals on your cars. But yeah, Richmond so bad I played Xbox, watch race only for restarts. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I watched the highlights after, and it was a race, kind of. I mean, just like, I really hate being so negative about modern NASCAR, but like watching IndyCar lately and just the way that IndyCar is, car qualified 5th on the road course. I'm doing a stop motion. 5th, all right, put me in 5th on the road course, not bad. But anyway, so you can make a template scheme. All right, make a template scheme for him, NASCAR kid, and then you guys could do that. Decals are so expensive. Well, you could just print them out on like a normal printer and then use Mod Podge. NASCAR kid, do you do that, or did somebody else do that? Kevin James, to his credit, did have one of the best commands in NASCAR history. I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engines. That's one of the greatest commands of all time. Obviously, I didn't do it justice. He was screaming his head off, but one of the greatest commands ever. Greg, you spelled "they're" wrong. They are not. 75 laps. You should come back. All right, cool. Do not use paper. Your cars will look horrible. Yeah, but I've never made custom diecast in your life. You got to start somewhere, Greg. You got to start somewhere. And if you're balling on a budget, you got to take that into account. You don't use water slide. And don't make customs. You are bad at it. Well, what if you've never made a custom before? I've showed you guys mine. Oh, it's you, Roddy. Okay. You use sticker paper and Mod Podge. And it's not perfect, but it's something. Greg needs school. Greg's all right. He's fine. But anyway, one of the things I wanted to talk about. So typically, if I am going to watch a NASCAR race, I will watch it with the sound off because I can't take the commentating in the Cup Series. I had that race on for maybe 5 minutes with audio. And listening, and it was the part of the race where Austin Cindric was pitting and somebody else was who's in the 7 car? Daniel Suarez was pulling out of the pit stall, and they had to they lifted the air gun hose over the car. They were talking about that for like 10 minutes, and it was so annoying. It was, Greg, why do you have to be mean? Like, I understand you could be a troll, but why be mean? Like, what's the point of that? Lee Diffie's in the booth, so now the Daytona will be good. But I can't, again, Greg, if you're gonna be insulting, you have to spell correctly. I'm gonna put you in timeout simply because you can't spell correctly. That's me being mean. You can use Elmer's Clear Good, but when you use Mod Podge, you can't go back. Right, Rowdy. Once you put it on, you can't take it back off. Greg. He is gonna Greg, Braden. You're right. People on eBay sell them for $40 pixel look. Listen, I have said this myself. Some of the customs that I have seen on eBay do make me sick to see how much people pay for them. Maybe it's because I can make my own cars and I know the quality that I can produce for myself. But some of the cars I see on eBay, not very good, and people sell them for a lot of money and people buy them. I don't know what that says about the market, but hey, listen, Greg might be having a bad day, but we're here to support him. We're here to try and make him... Greg, but my point is you have to start somewhere. That's my point. Like, you have to start somewhere. My first customs were not good. And I admit that, and I keep some of them around to remind me that they're not good. That's the point. Listen, Greg, I didn't want to bring this up, but some of your cars aren't great either. If you're not going to lie, then I'm not going to lie. Because I've seen some of your cars too. I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not going to lie. And I know you're trolling. Am I trolling? Are you trolling? Who's trolling? We're having fun here, aren't we? I can be mean too. It's not a fun time to be mean, but my point is that you always are striving to get better. That's the whole point, and you have to start somewhere. If you're starting at 0, you will eventually get better. You learn things. I think my customs are good, but wouldn't consider them sell-worthy. See, and Rowdy, that's probably fine for you, right? Like, you're not making them to sell. You're just making them for yourself, and you think they're fine. Okay, get black spray paint, get the decals, 4-car sheet, make these 4 cars, sell them, put more money in. Yeah, Greg's on one tonight. It's fine, Percy. Don't get too annoyed. But again, if you have no experience, if you have... Yes, I rode the Maelstrom at Epcot. You love the red hoodie sweatshirt. Red is my favorite color. This is just a simple Adidas Tree Poloski 3 stripes. So, thank you, Anthony. I also do love this one. It fits nice, and it's a good one. I also enjoy it. So, I appreciate the compliment on the hoodie. When I have the money for the decals, I get them. See, and that's the other thing, Greg, that you have to take into account. Maybe not everybody has the money to buy decals because they cost money. Red is your favorite. Red is my favorite too. But yes, I've ridden the Maelstrom. Tree Poloski. Yes, it is Russian for 3 stripes. Tree Poloski. In like 5 years, I have money. I'm built, make not stop motion, and I'll probably have to pay you to make the 3 charter cars at TMP. Well, listen, I'm not making. I Am Percy, one of the best songs. Play it. I can't play. I don't know what the YouTube copyright something is, but if you know Tree Poloski, that's fantastic. You like Tar Heel Blue. Pavin's favorite is green. We got some different colors going on in the chat. Like forest green. So like a darker green. Okay. Nice. Yeah, throw your guys' favorite colors in the chat. I like red and yellow. Those are my 2 favorite colors. Ketchup and mustard. We've had a Tar Heel Blue. We've had a forest green. Obviously, Ranthony likes red. I mean, I like claret and blue because they're West Ham colors, and that's why my logo is the way that it is. But as far as like actually liking colors, yellow and red are my 2 favorite colors. But yes, Tree Poloski. Shout out to Percy for knowing that. Your Alexa is tweaking. Trying to play Orion. You buy your sticker paper in bulk. Nice. That helps save cost. Midnight green, slate blue. Green is my favorite. My best custom with acrylic markers. Ty Gibbs 2026 Monster Energy. Blue silver. You know, blue and silver would look cool on a Camaro. Probably like a 1980 Camaro Z28. Just saying. Oh, one thing I also forgot to mention. So the rest of the decals for these cars are coming supposedly on Monday. By the way, hold on, check this out. I also got my World Cup decals for the 23 car. So pretty excited about that. Don't like bubbles, but I'm excited to make this World Cup car. So this is going to be happening. I don't have the donor yet, but in the not too distant future, this is going to be a thing. So I'm excited about that car. Electric blue. All right, hold on. Let me pull up. Let's go to racing reference. Oh, I totally forgot. That and that. Okay. Maroon and dark blue are best combo. See, that's kind of what we're at. We're close to like, that's claret and blue. That's West Ham's colors, Burnley's colors, Aston Villa's colors. They're all kind of the same, but pretty close. Red, white, and blue are my favorite colors. I'm sure. America, that's why, Braden. Red, black, and white is also a cool color combination. Like this is red and white. A little bit of black would look cool with it too. So Noah, those decals here, I'll just pull it up. Print it decals. Make your customs look like a car, not a Roblox car. Are you talking to me, Greg? Use my Alexa for rain sounds, fall asleep, but recently just plays on my Thunder. 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 Yeah, exactly. Wallace. Coca-Cola. Oh, World Cup. Let's just do that. World Cup. All right, so Chrome will get you home. Heck yeah. All right, so here are the decals for the 23 car. They are on Print It Decals is the website. And whoa. Yeah, so so you can do 164 car or 124 scale car, and I got the decals for the 124 scale car. Cool, Noah. Which, by the way, this scheme is also red, white, and black, so that goes into why I like those cars also. But anyway, yeah. So let's talk about this really quick. I hate thunder when I threw their lightning strike. Quarter mile for me was loud. Yeah, thunder is quite loud, yes. Especially if the lightning strikes close. Orange, mainly because support McLaren F1. What is that? Papaya orange that the McLarens in IndyCar run. It's pretty cool. Cool color. Cool, Noah. No problem. Printed Decals has a lot of good decals. So I order a lot from them. But anyway, the rest of these, the other 6 sheets of these decals are coming on Monday, and I'm excited to get cracking on the rest of these cars. You're going to get dessert for real this time. All right. Rowdy's going to get dessert. Perzy's heading out. He's going to be back Thursday. Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you were here tonight. Hopefully you have a good week, and I will see you on Thursday. Thursday is going to be the last stream before I go to DC for the IndyCar race, so we will see you guys then. Well, we'll see you then, Persy, if you do decide to drop in then. I'm not saying, some people in your custom are I mean, yeah, my customs aren't the best, but wow, y'all using paper doesn't look it. Greg. Hold on, Greg. I don't even feel like dealing with that. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I just, what's the point? That's not constructive. What's the point? I just don't understand it. Do you have to pay for the website? Okay, so cool, Noah. You just have to pay for the decals, and you pay for shipping, and that's it. You don't have to you make an account, but you don't have to, pay for the website or whatever. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. But no, you just make an account, you order the decals, and then they show up, and you slap them on the car, and it looks good, and then you're happy. But yes. See you later, Percy. Glad you could hang out with us for a bit. All right, so anyway, Friday night's truck race got rained out to Saturday, and our boy SVG was on the pole, and I was pretty excited. I was hoping for a good, solid day from him, and it ended up being a good, solid day for SVG. He ran in the top 10 for most of the day. He was on like a little bit of an alternate pit strategy, which was unfortunate, but they ended up getting back up front towards the end of the race, and ended up coming home with a top 5 finish in 4th, which was good. Christian Eckes finishes 3rd, Corey Heim in 2nd, and then Caden Honeycutt wins. Basically dominated the whole race. I don't like Richmond. I don't really ever remember liking Richmond all that much, to be honest with you guys. Caden Honeycutt dominated. If Corey Heim wasn't in truck, Caden would have been 7. Yeah, you're right about that, Braden. It was domination station, and Caden Honeycutt was the conductor of the train. Whoa, Martin, good to see you. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. We just started going over the NASCAR stuff from this weekend, so it's good to have you here to cover the race weekend review. Tristan McKee gets I believe, they were saying it on the broadcast, I believe he ties the highest finish for a rookie, which was set by Chandler Smith, or in his first start, I think. You'd have to correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's what they were saying. And honestly, pretty cool. Pretty cool out of that kid to finish in the top 10. I believe it was his first start. Again, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was his first start. Can you upload decals there? Are you asking, can I, or is that you as in like the impersonal, can anyone upload decals? Because there's a way to order decals through the sister site, but you would have to reach out and ask them permission to do so. Because I did talk to the guy that owns it a few times, and he says sometimes they don't like letting anybody upload and order decals just because of the requirements. So yeah, I would just reach out and email them and ask them. And you got 3 wins. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, Martin, Braden mentioned that earlier, I think. Did you mention that, Braden? I feel like you did. But yeah, I know. 16 years old, getting the top 10 in the truck series in his debut. I mean, good for him. That's exciting. Exciting stuff for the kid. Yeah, I'm kind of like over that personally. I used to get that way, like, dang, I'm already this old and this person's doing this, and now I just kind of like, whatever. I like my life. It's fine. Like, anybody can do whatever they want. Plus, more times than not, they all have connections, and that's why they get where they get. I'm not making an excuse, but it's very rare that somebody completely random, completely out of the blue gets these opportunities without having some sort of connections at a very young age. Their dad or their uncle or somebody that they know. I'm not making excuses, but that's just the nature of it. So, while it is cool, yeah, it's like Gibbs or Dylan or, it's just how it is. 3 wins are Talladega won. Ryan Seacar. Yes, getting Ryan Sieg a win. You love to see it. You love to see it. Second Wednesday, there Rafa Hencar, and the final was Auto Club with the Ty Gibbs Kyle Busch tribute. Nice. That'll be a hot selling diecast if they can make it. Anything else weird happened? Elliott Sadler was like non-existent the whole race, which is sad because I liked Elliott. But he's just old. Dude's old. Stuart Friesen had a pretty hard crash. That was the only... Yeah, that was the only caution for cause in that whole race. Other than that, it was a pretty ho-hum, pretty boring race. Like, not a ton happened. Caden Honeycutt destroyed the field. The one thing I do like, though, is the trucks could pass. They could move around on the track and find grip in different places. So it wasn't like a freight train. It wasn't like they were just stuck in one lane. Oh, yeah, Braden, I had no idea who that was, so thank you for elaborating on that for me. But yeah, I mean, as far as truck races go, it was fine. It wasn't the best truck race ever. It wasn't the worst truck race ever. It was right there in the middle. It was fine. When I won Daytona, I got booed for winning in the most hated driver in Cleveland League car. Hey, sometimes that happens. Kyle Busch got booed a lot. Not comparing you to Kyle Busch, but like Jeff Gordon got booed a lot too back in the day. But yeah, honestly, pretty good race. Is like decent race. We won NASCAR Heat 5 with my right front tire at 6%. Rookie numbers, you got to get it down to 0. Lane Riggs still maintains the point lead, but Caden Honeycutt cuts into it quite largely, especially because Lane Riggs had a bad day. He had an issue, well, bad day. He finished 15th, but he had an issue on his last stop where he had to come back down pit road and make a second stop, I thought, or something like that. They ended up rebounding, getting back on the lead lap and finishing 15th. So overall, not bad for those guys, but they were towards the front most of the day. They were in the top 5, top 10. So just an unfortunate finish for those guys. Honestly, if we're going to move on to the Cup Series, I mean, again, I'll be completely honest with you guys. We started watching The Crew at 7:30, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if the race is starting. I tuned in, and they were already 40 laps in. So I missed the start of the race. And then I just decided that I didn't feel like watching the race, and I was just going to focus on The Crew, and so I watched that, and then at the end of the race, I went to do something else. I don't remember what it was, and I didn't even see the end of the race. So the little bit that I did see of Richmond, I can't watch modern NASCAR. I just can't do it. I didn't realize Oreo Minis was in P20 in the standing. No offense to me, but I thought he would have been worse. Good for him. Yeah, true, Braden. Wish Xfinity raced New Hampshire. Greg, I wish the O'Reilly Series raced everywhere, and that was the top series. The racing in that series is way better. I like most of the drivers. It's puts on a better show. You're not alone in thinking that. But yeah, so as far as the Richmond race goes, I didn't really watch any of it. I watched a little bit at the beginning, some through the middle, and then didn't even watch the end of it. Sad host of our fan noises. Where did he end up finishing? Last. He finished dead last. Well, that is pretty sad and unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Did they even have any cautions? Accident, turn 2. What was this caution for? Was there a guy sitting on the catch fence again? Like, what was this caution for? No idea. Doesn't say. Lap leader. Whoa, a lot of different leaders. That's cool. Oh, only for like 1 lap or 2 laps. It must have been during pit stops. Do they have green flag pit stops? Probably. The point standings, whatever. Hamlin leads, Blaney second. Josefar did a money shift. Oh, he broke the motor. Or broke the transmission. Transaxle. I hate the new car. I can't even call it new anymore. I hate the next gen car. It sucks. It's such a stupid car. You're in NASCAR. 25 lobby with 40 people. Bro, buckle up. It's about to be a wild ride. For a full 40 people. Have fun with that. Hey, look at that. Kyle Larson finishes 6th. Chase Elliott finishes 5th. And William Byron finishes 9th. And boom, all 4 Hendrick cars in the top 10. Whoa. Didn't lead a lap. Led 2 laps. Led 0 laps. So it was still a Toyota and Ford dominant. Oh, in Dover? Oh, man, it's over for you, buddy. I hope you're out front to start, because if you're not, you're getting wrecked immediately. For sure. You have no hope. Yeah, Logano wins. Whoop-de-doo. Don't care. Briscoe led the most laps. Blaney led a lot of laps. Christopher Bell led some. Hamlin led 3. Guys, I just don't care. I know this is a NASCAR channel, but I don't care about Cup racing anymore. Like, I watch them so that we can talk about them on stream. You were there last night. It was pretty good. Jackson, welcome in. What an awkward time to, like, make that comment because I am so over Cup racing. I don't like it at all. Now, here's my question. You were at the race. How long have you been a NASCAR fan for? Because I think that would probably... I stopped watching the race after Carson blew his engine. Listen, that's completely fair, NASCAR kid. I did watch the rest of the IndyCar race today after Kyle Kirkwood crashed because I was interested in the race because it was a good one. But there would definitely be times where if Jeff Gordon was out, I would just turn the race off. Not all the time, but there were times like that, for sure. But I want to hear from Jackson since he was at the race last night. I want to hear, one, how long he's been a NASCAR fan for, and kind of what his opinion is on the at-track experience. Because I am so apathetic about Cup racing anymore. Like, you guys saw it. Like, we'll do the watch along not next week, but the following week. And that's fine. But, like, I've been watching since I was like 3. I've been to Martinsville every year since I was born. Okay. I understand that, but how old are you? Like, what was the year that you first started watching NASCAR? I get Corey LaJoy's $7. Jeez. That's not bad. Oh, wait. Are you talking 164? Well, I mean, that's still not bad for a 164. I was thinking 124 because my mind is always 124. I know I'm working on 164, but, like, my mind always thinks of 124s. And so when you said $7 for a 124 scale diecast, like, it's not bad. Okay, so you were born in 2014, which means you started watching racing in 2017. So you only know stage racing and playoffs. So I know I missed the really good years. Well, at least at least you know that. I started watching NASCAR in 2000, officially in 2004. I watched some races before then, but I don't really remember them all that well. And I do absolutely remember my first race, which was the Brickyard 400 in 2004. So, like, my view of a good race is vastly different, more than likely, than your view of a good race. But you still do say that you know you missed the good years. So, yeah, I mean, the at-track experience generally is more fun than watching on TV. But And I don't want to be like a NASCAR hater. Like, I really don't. I want to see NASCAR thrive. I want to see it do well. But I can't watch cup racing. I can't do it. I hate the way the cars look. I hate the way the cars race. I don't like the points. I hate the stages. Like, everything about it. I just, like, I don't know why I want to subject myself to it. Week in and week out. But I do it for you guys. I really like watching the O'Reilly series. I think part of it too, like, the cars are better, the racing's better. They still have stages in the chase, which is annoying, but I also know people in the series, so that helps. But yeah, and I don't like to be negative all the time. I really don't. I want to see NASCAR do well, but they can't get out of their own way. And they have made some decisions that have been better lately. But like, watching just a little bit of the Richmond race, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it anymore. I started officially watching in 2016. Joey kind of won the race. Yeah, so luckily for me, the first race that I attended that I remember watching in person was the 04 Brickyard, and my driver, Jeff Gordon, won. So that was like, I was absolutely hooked from that point forward. There was no turning back. I was a NASCAR fan 1,000% from that race. And it has been a long, painful slide backwards for me, just away from the sport. And I don't want to see it fail, because I do think motorsports is important. I think it's an awesome thing to have in America, specifically because I don't know, I don't really like F1, but there's a stigma between NASCAR and Formula One, because NASCAR was more popular, or is more popular than Formula One in the States, but not overseas. But NASCAR is also not international, so I wouldn't expect it to be popular overseas as much. But yeah, I want to see NASCAR do well. It's just they've been the architects of their own demise over the past 20 years. And again, I don't like complaining about it. I really wish that they could get their stuff together and actually put out a decent product, but yeah, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating seeing something you enjoy just kind of crumble. The first race I watched in person was 2020 Pre-Michigan 400. I picked Kyle Larson because he kept seeing his car. It was in the garage. Guess who won? Guess who won? NASCAR kid. I was at that race at 2017 in Michigan when Kyle Larson won. I was there. Started playing the Heat game around 2018, but didn't start religiously following the sport till 21-23. And Braden, honestly, that's kind of surprising to me, because you're so well versed in a lot of stuff. You know a lot, so you gained a lot of knowledge in a little bit of time. I've had over 20 years of racing knowledge and BS in my noggin. But yeah, been browsing decals on Print It, found a few sets I'm considering. Be careful, because you could buy a lot. I have definitely bought a lot of sets of decals from those guys. They're good. I mean, that's what I'm using now. I'm using their decals. And I mean, you can see the quality, contrary to Greg. Like, they're pretty good. So, my first race, I watched the 2017 Daytona 500. I'm pretty new, so I'm sure you've talked about it, but do you have any interest? So, I have Jackson, I have zero interest in F1. I used to watch it when it was on the Speed Channel back in the day, back in like the mid 2000s, early 2000s. Haven't really watched F1 ever since. IndyCar, last year I started to get back into IndyCar. This year I'm like full on into IndyCar. And I've been thoroughly enjoying it, despite Alex Palou just dominating every single week in the championship. I've been very much enjoying IndyCar. We went to Mid-Ohio last year, which is like an hour and a half from my house. And then next week I'm actually going to Washington, D.C. for the Freedom 250 Grand Prix. So I've been very much getting back into IndyCar. I love the way that the cars look. They don't always race the best, but they look good. I enjoy that they have a full season points. I also have a great admiration for the fact that they have no stage cautions. And I like most of the drivers. And honestly, the booth is great. They've done a good job covering. There's not a lot of negative that I have to say about IndyCar, honestly, at this point in time. There is passing, there is racing, there is strategy. Overall, it's pretty good. So I'm not trying to be like an IndyCar apologist, but lately I have been very much more into IndyCar, way much more than NASCAR. And I think that's just because of the product is better, in my opinion. And I've watched pretty much every single IndyCar race this year and most of the NASCAR races. And if you put them side by side, as somebody that has liked NASCAR since the early 2000s, since 2004-ish, I like watching IndyCar races much more than I like watching the NASCAR Cup Series races. I still say O'Reilly's my favorite to watch, but yeah, the IndyCar Series has done a great job, and I very much like that lately. So maybe that'll wear off. Maybe it's the newness of me getting back into IndyCar, but no, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I got my first diecast in 2013. It's been 13 years, holy cow. Yeah, no, I got my first diecast in like 2001, 2002, so it's been a little bit of time for me too. I don't watch F1, but I follow it loosely and play the games. See, I also don't have time to play games anymore. Like, you guys get to see some of my time here. But yeah, I just don't have time to play. I played a lot of NASCAR video games back in the day. Looks like 100% of you guys would like to do watch-alongs, which I'll have to figure out how to do it, how to make it work for the way that we stream. But I think we can make it work. We'll do it in 2 weeks. Do you remember what it was? I'm curious to see if it was a COT or Gen 6. Yeah, I'm interested too. If you got it in 2013, it might have been a COT, or it could have been a brand new Gen 6 car, which the diecast from 2013, not great. Not great. They had that new opening hood hinge that was just annoying. They fixed it in 2014, but yeah, 2013 was a rough year, transition year. What if O'Reilly Series go to Lime Rock since Truck Series is replacing the O'Reilly Series for Atlanta? They'd probably put a good show on there, Martin. It'd probably be a good race. Anywhere you take the O'Reilly Series, generally speaking, they put on a good show. I became a NASCAR fan in 2017 because your grandpa. Okay, no, that makes sense. So that's like, is Brad Keselowski Bluetooth 164 promo? Nice. I can picture that car in my head. NASCAR kid. Cool, Noah, you bring up a good point that I think NASCAR, with the decisions that they've made and turning away some of their old traditional fans, they have hurt themselves generationally. And there was this really big push in the early 2000s to get to the casual fan, and they shied away from staying with what made the sport really good and what kept the long-term fans there. And that hurt them more than they know generationally, because you said you started watching in 2017 because your grandpa was a diehard NASCAR fan. See, the thing is, if your grandpa decided to walk away from NASCAR, he would not have passed that down to you, and then it would have been up to you to find NASCAR. And we can see it in the numbers. It's just not as popular as it once was because people aren't passing down their love for NASCAR because, and my cousin, my late cousin, who was one of, you know, my favorite people to talk NASCAR with, in about the late 2010s, not before 2020, but in the late 2010s, he just kind of gave up on NASCAR, and he said, NASCAR, I didn't leave NASCAR. NASCAR left me. And this was somebody that went to races in the 90s, early 2000s. So he knew a lot about a lot as far as the sport goes. And he wasn't wrong. Like, NASCAR chased after the casual fan at the expense of their older fans, and that hurt them generationally, because now the older fans weren't going to pass NASCAR on to their kids and their grandkids and stuff. So yeah, I think they royally screwed up when they did that, and they're kind of paying for that now, and it's kind of plateaued. But they could have plateaued at such a higher place if they would have just accepted their place in the American sports realm. Next day, I got 2013 Michigan promo car. Nice. Riz said it once. I'll say O'Reilly at Lime Rock would be really good. What'll make you wonder why I love sport? Braden, I do remember you saying that, and that's a good point. Like, it could go great or it could go horribly wrong. And yeah, that's a fair assessment. There's probably not any in between. Welcome back, Matt. Thank you for rejoining. Train clock. So I think a lot of people, Noah, to your point, whoa, sounds like very funny. Yeah, exactly. They left. So yeah, Noah, what I was going to say is kind of also what Braden's getting at too, is it wasn't just one thing that NASCAR did that killed itself or that ruined itself. It was a multitude of things, a multitude of decisions. Oh my gosh. Wow, the chat just went berserk. So Greg won at Dover. Congrats. It wasn't just one thing that hurt NASCAR. You have to rate 163. Oh, Matt, that's nothing. You can do that. I didn't say change the car because, let's be real, it was a good change. Change your format, chase more casual audience, other stuff. Yeah, within a short amount of time, Braden. Yeah, so you're right. So that's kind of what I was getting at. They abandoned a lot of their core base in the Southeast to go to bigger 1.5 mile cookie cutter tracks. They did change the car, but I don't think that was the problem. Because if you look at the 2007 races, and honestly, if you look at 2008, 2009, 2010, the racing wasn't that bad, especially what you get today. So there was nothing NASCAR could really do about North Wilkesport in those years, though. I mean, there was. They could have not sold out to... They chased the dollar, essentially. That's what happened. They chased the dollar in short term, and it bit them long term. NASCAR died in 2022 because the sport is gimmicky now. Listen, Greg, it was a long time before 2022 that it was gimmicky. I would contend 2004 is when it started getting gimmicky. And here's the thing, because everybody always, like, NASCAR peaked in about 2006 was when it peaked as far as ratings and popularity. And you didn't really see the effects of the chase and how absurd it was until about 2007, when Jeff Gordon had like a 300-something point lead taken away, and then he lost the championship. He had a large lead taken away in 2004, but it wasn't as egregious as what happened in 2007. Yeah, they could have just renovated it. Exactly. Right, and Braden's right about that. They could have renovated it, but they bought it just to just to kind of get rid of it and move and expand into other markets, which I didn't understand. Yeah, well, they could have done that, but also they could have upkept the track better. So, only reason Chase was made, NASCAR wanted ratings. Did you see what I said? Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, I think NASCAR Kid. You said it was 2013 Miller Lite Autograph Elite. It's a pretty good one. I don't like Brad Keselowski, but I know that car well. But yes, the NASCAR wanted to chase the casual fan. They wanted to try and topple the NFL as the #1 sport in the United States, which again, if you tell somebody today that just finds NASCAR, that at one point NASCAR was only second to the NFL in popularity in the United States, no one would believe you. I find it hard to believe, and I kind of lived through that. But they wanted to chase the casual fan, and they wanted the money, and that ultimately cost them long term. Did you just say General Grievous? No, I don't think I said General Grievous. What? My dad was invited to go there by the Checker Flag Foundation. They gave him to me. Nice. Well, that was very nice of him to give you all of those diecast. I love a good story behind diecast. I think that's part of the fun of collecting them too. It's like some of them have pretty cool stories, and that adds to it. That adds to the speciality of them. They peaked in the late 90s for all the commercials and toy agreements. Yes and no. I mean, as far as like peaking in popularity, it was the mid 2000s. Like it was still on the ascendancy in the 90s. My dad says to me the problem with modern NASCAR is they don't know how to market themselves. They don't. They really don't. Actually, we were watching. Got to go to school tomorrow. All right, cool, Noah. Well, I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for the the custom car. That's pretty neat with my sponsor on it. Hopefully I can win. Hopefully. But no, NASCAR does not know how to market itself. It doesn't know what it wants to be. And it's really annoying because we were watching the race yesterday and the commercial with I think it's Noah Gragson. It's Noah Gragson. I don't even know who the other drivers in it are. Whoever the other drivers are in the commercial was just such a stupid commercial, and I don't know who it was marketing towards. I will come on your stream Thursday and ask you if you'll look my good. All right, sounds good. We'll see you Thursday. I'll be here. I feel like they've gotten better with the advertising this year, but they still have a long way to go. Yeah. I don't know. I just have no capacity. Like I don't even want to put any brain cells into NASCAR. Honestly, anymore. It's unfortunate. Was it the merch? Yeah, that one sucks. Yeah, it was like the shirts and the hoodies and stuff. It was so stupid. I don't know who that's for, but it's not for me. I hated it. I hated and even my wife looked at me and she's like, "What is this ad? Like, who is this for?" And I'm like, I know. NASCAR has an identity crisis and they don't know how to solve their own problems that they created. The Decaling commercial is nice. It's kind of cringy. It's kind of cringy. Oh, another thing that kind of hurt NASCAR, as much as I love it, is Talladega Nights. Talladega Nights did not help NASCAR. It hurt more than it helped. Just uploaded a model of your Cowbush keychain made for a school backpack. All right, I'll check that out, Rowdy. Oh, and I saw the Petty car too. That was kind of funny. It is quite run down. You made that keychain? Did you 3D print it? Rowdy, did you 3D print that? Looks like it. I'm going to go with yes. I think you did. If I was in charge of... Hold on. If I was in charge of NASCAR, diecast, and agreements with sponsors, Lionel would make bank. Yeah, same. The ALC's age and enjoy the backgrounds. Like, could you... No, they can't, Braden. They're incapable of making... Like, they built the next-gen car. They're incapable of making good decisions. They brought the chase back. Another really big problem that NASCAR has is they sold out to the TV for the TV rights and let them dictate how to run the sport. That's a problem. You should not be having the TV, the broadcasts companies tell you how to run your sport. That was a big problem. That was a big mistake. Sure, they wanted to get the eyeballs on the sport, but having the networks dictate how the races went, that's a problem. Same thing with the manufacturers. Giving them too much power, also a problem. Because they were also always chasing that fourth manufacturer, that fifth manufacturer. They were always chasing a new manufacturer. They could never be content with what they had. And again, let me remind you guys, the O'Reilly series basically has two manufacturers, Chevrolet and Toyota. Ford does not put any resources into the O'Reilly series, and that's the best series that NASCAR currently has. So it's not about having more or less manufacturers. It's about having a good on-track product. Look at IndyCar, Honda and Chevrolet. Granted, the bodies, the chassis, they're all Dallara, so they're all the same. They just have different engines. But they put on a good show only with two manufacturers. I don't understand why, like, they could just get rid of all of the branding in the O'Reilly series, run the same cars on the outside. They could be different underneath, sure. And it would be a better show. No one would care. The win on Sunday, buy on Monday mentality is long, long gone. First start 2 weeks from now, but week early because our winter break is 2 full weeks. Well, winter break is nice, Matt, so appreciate the winter break. Also on Friday night, got to Cowboys, Luke Soil, 124, and went to a clear case. Nice, Martin. That's a good one. 3D printed. It's now available on Maker World and Thingiverse. Cool. I don't have a need for it, Roddy, but I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate that. Like, give me a known sponsor in either Cup or O'Reilly, and I'll tell you what deal I would do. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that, what you're saying is. They finally got their fourth OEM, sort of. And look how that's going. I know. Well, they had Dodge for a long time, and then I don't know. I just, again, I don't want to sit here and complain all night, but there were so many decisions that NASCAR has made that has led to their decline that I just hold up. Ellie Raceart just dropping into the stream. I mean, maybe he's been here for a while, but finally throws a chat out there. What's up with Lionel and marketing the sport through their diecast? Well, that's the other thing. Lionel monopolized the diecast industry. They're the exclusive diecast producer of NASCAR diecast. If Lionel doesn't make them, you don't get them. That's just how it goes. And that's not good. It's not good for quality. It's not good for price, because when you have no competition, you can dictate the market, and that's a problem. So that didn't help either. There were some really like Lionel made some great diecast, but we've seen what happens. Prices go up, quality goes down, because they have no competition to keep them honest. That's a statement across the board. Competition helps the consumer. I messaged Roddy on Discord to summon me with Jeremy, but I guess he didn't see it. Oh, sorry, Ellie. Give me someone sponsors and I'll tell you how to market. Ellie did. He said, what did you say? He said Alliance Driveway was the sponsor. Hey, Lionel's been at least trying with the bring back diecast chassis. So, and rubber tires. Yes, Braden. So, I'm not knocking Lionel. Like, they're doing what they can do. Probably with the licensing agreements that they have. It's, but at the same time, like, prices generally have gone up and quality generally has gone down. And that's been prevalent. Like, we can see that in the 124s. I mean, look at the truck. Look at the state of the truck diecast. It is so abysmal. And they hardly make any of them. And the quality is just not that good. And they're expensive. My town just had their homecoming today, and boy, definitely the worst one I went to. They had to move inside because basically all day rain intense has declined every year. That kind of sucks, Matt. I was never a dance person. I didn't like going to dances. I went to a few proms, but that was it. I didn't go to homecoming, or we called it snowball. Some people call it winter formal. I never really went to those. I think I maybe went to 1 or 2 in my 4 years. Just not for me. Are we talking about homecoming football game? Because I didn't go to football games either until I played. I hate that they have generic bodies for the 164s. They look awful with the Fords. They do? Oh, the trucks? Yeah. I guess I haven't bought a truck diecast 164 in forever. But yeah, I just Jeremy Clements. Yeah, it's so disappointing, and I don't like to complain, but I want to see NASCAR succeed. I really do. I really, really do. And it just makes me sad that something that I enjoyed so much growing up is handled and has been handled so poorly. Your first purchase of driveway reconstruction comes with a promo 164 diecast. I mean, why not? Okay, so that's one thing. 2311, I don't like them, but they are pretty good at marketing. And the 23 car with the what is it? The Hardee's deal. You get the Hardee's meal with a diecast car. That is some early 2000s, late 90s NASCAR marketing. That's a great way to market the sport. Put the sport in front of everyday people that are just going to get some food. What does Hardee's even have? Burgers, chicken, something? I don't even know. What does Hardee's have? But that's a good way to market the sport. Can't be you without glazing Jeremy Clements. Hey, you got to respect it. No, it's more like a reunion in my town where people that live in town come to a local park, hang out, listen to music, eat food, play games, people set up tents, sell, and just have a good time. Oh, well, that's not what I was thinking at all. I was thinking homecoming dance. Give you another one. Burgers, chicken, breakfast, etc. Sounds pretty good. I had steak for dinner tonight. Speaking of food, I had steak, and that was pretty good. I put jalapenos on it. I love jalapenos. Times felt faster ever since COVID. Yeah, don't even get me started on that. Not only when you get older does time go by faster, but also that whole COVID thing was really, really messed up. I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah, that was a weird time. Weird time for sure. For sure. Semi misread Rise comment about Jeremy Clements is yours. It's not really. I'm back from eating. Someone give me another sponsor to market. Greg, I'm not even going to ask. Because I don't feel like banning you. All right. I don't even feel like dealing with that. Time out. I'll only give you a minute this time. I did have some positives, like not having to go places, but I don't dance. Steph, you come in here with the weirdest chats, like super random. Honestly, I kind of respect it a little bit, but like your brain is a goofy place. I've said the same about Corey Haim with Fox. I don't know what you're saying. You might... Oh, you're misreading. My mistake. Oh. I'm back eating leftover fried chicken and mashed potatoes with gravy from Church's Chicken. That sounds pretty good, Martin. Fried chicken and mashed potatoes with gravy. I'm not like the biggest mashed potatoes person. They're fine, but fried chicken is great. Did you put hot sauce on it? Because that's the only acceptable answer. Or some in the chat would say honey mustard. I would disagree with the honey mustard thing, but some in the chat would say honey mustard. Which again, respected, but respectfully disagree. I've told my parents homecoming probably isn't going to be a thing next summer because volunteers and regulars are getting old. Yeah, there's a really weird shift going on. A lot of people just like to stay inside and do stuff inside, kind of like what we're doing, streaming together. So yeah, we're in a weird place societally. I don't really know where we go from here, but it is kind of weird. Mr. Diecast, give me a sponsor in either Cup or O'Reilly to market. PsyApps. Ryan Sieg sponsor. PsyApps. Fox Glaving. Oh yeah, Braden, that was annoying. Oh my gosh, Heim time was the most annoying thing in the history of NASCAR. I hated it so much. Oh, it was the worst. Many friends would play NASCAR all day and not worried about things. Yeah, well, the problem is, well, I'm not even talking about that. So what have you been gossiping about for me as part of the stream? He's amazing. We haven't been saying anything, Ellie. We've just been decaling a car, trying not to ban Greg for the whole stream, talking about just the absolute state of NASCAR. I'm gonna ban Greg just because he said it's time. Like, that's annoying. You definitely have the record for the most amount of timeouts. So props to Greg for having the most amount of timeouts on the channel. Kind of an introvert, so I'd do that anyway. Yeah, to some degree I am as well, Braden. You literally said I don't dance, so drink. Yeah, I know. That's I figured stuff. You know what else was annoying? Fox glazing Tony Brown in your live stream. Yeah. What is she doing now? I can't count how many times I called her competitive. Nah, she was never competitive. She got there on her looks. We know it. They know it. Everybody knows it. She got there based off of her looks. It's just, unfortunately, how it goes. Hit a secret for like a year. Watching one of the O'Reilly say, I just had kid for school on Golden Crown. That's pretty crazy, Matt. Poor Greg. Nah, not anything. He'll be back. I only did a minute. It'll be fine. He'll be all right. He's tough. He's a tough cookie. She's been with Raglan and Magnolia part-time this year. I haven't even noticed. Did she even race? Was she even at Richmond? She wasn't even at Richmond. Oh, crazy. Crazy. Does anyone watch Guy Fieri? Just went to the Governor Diner, Austin Jake Sandwich. I saw the show. Nope, never heard of him. Just kidding, I've heard of him, but he has a place in Disney Springs, actually. Chicken Guy is the name of it. Disney Springs, what a place. Purchase 1 of 5 our product, and you get a promo 164, but if you purchase 10 more, you get a 123 scale diecast. Now that is some marketing right there in NASCAR Kid. Not a 124 scale diecast, a 123 scale diecast. Greg, you're funny. I'm half extrovert, half introvert. Like, none of my friends probably function go to. So that's fair. That's fair. Matt. She raced a day or two. She DQ'd at Daytona. Oh. Flavortown. Dude showed up watching his videos, banned me for saying time. Well, I'm sorry, Ross trying to say it's horrible. Yeah, that's fine. I'll let it slide this time, Greg. Wait, hold up. Redid their website. I can apply to sponsor. Why don't you do that? Send them an email. Be like, yo, I make really good drawings and I will draw all of your cars for you. No, I'm going to let that one slide, Ellie. I'm going to let that one slide. The Golden Corral commercial is also on Golden Corral's YouTube channel. Oh, that's interesting. I can't tell you the last time I've eaten at a Golden Corral. Fun fact, well, I don't know if it's a fun fact. Somebody was stabbed at a Golden Corral like an hour from my house towards where I work a couple years ago. Crazy stuff. Speaking of Guy Fieri, there's actually a Flavor Town place open an hour from where. Oh, there you go. So Braden's going to go get some whatever they have there soon. I heard it. You heard it here first. That's not so fun. Yeah, no, not so fun to get stabbed at Golden Corral over corn on the cob or whatever they have there. Dude, Ohio's a crazy place. Give me a sponsor from the Cup Series to market. Ally Bank. That's too easy. I could do that. If you open up a new bank account with us, you get a free 124 scale diecast. That's too easy. You're watching Days of Thunder. All right, cool. Days of Thunder, good movie. That did wonders for NASCAR. Yes, that was a positive for NASCAR. Talladega Nights, as funny as it was, as much as I love that movie, it definitely hurt NASCAR. Matt, Ohio's a crazy place. I don't even understand it sometimes, but I make it work. Only in Ohio. Yep, NASCAR kid. Yep. Same comment to you. Golden Corral gives Kevin Harvick nightmares. Shout out to 2011, Rowdy. Great reference. I think it was 2011. Might have been 2012. It was either 2011 or 2012. I'm leaning towards 2011. Can't wait for Days of Thunder. Are they making a second one? Because I'm not excited about it if it's about the next gen car. I don't care. Hopefully they call it that. Knights of Thunder. That would be pretty funny though. Oh great. What, Greg? I got my mouse. I have my cursor just hovering. No. My cursor is just hovering on the band hammer. I already got it in timeout. Depending upon what the comment is. Whatever the comment is, I'm ready. A girl was behind me in this fan picture of me playing when I was 2 or 3 inches. Yep, that's it. You're gone. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Proof that okay. When I was 2 or 3 inches, freshman. Yeah, no, I mean, you don't need to tell me proof that time flies. I remember watching Jeff Gordon win at the Brickyard in 2004 for my first race. That's 22 years ago. No, I didn't ban him. I just timed him out for 5 minutes. It was just 5 minutes. No, he wasn't breathing in the wrong octave. He was asking for it. He was looking to get banned. Okay, another sponsor in the Cup Series to market. Home Depot. Oh, wait, they're not there. Lowe's. Oh, shoot, they're not there either. M&M's? Nope, they're not in NASCAR anymore. FedEx? No, they're not in NASCAR anymore either. Tide? Is Tide might be back. Go with Tide. Wow, that's a lot of big time sponsors that no longer care about NASCAR. I wonder why. It's train o'clock. Yes, Braden, it is train o'clock. I agree. Train o'clock. It's always train o'clock at my house. One of these days when I become a more committed streamer, I will make a train counter that we can have on the stream. Today is not that day, but one of these days. It's just one of these days. Eminem is technically back. Eminem is technically not back because if it wasn't for Kyle Busch passing away, Eminem would not be anywhere near NASCAR. So they're back out of sympathy for Kyle Busch, which is commendable. Credit where credit's due, but they would not be back if it weren't for that. Is it fair season this time of year? Have you been? Yeah, I've been to local. I've been to plenty of fairs. They're all right. I don't love fairs, but I like the idea of the fair. So I hope they never go away. I like local fairs. I just don't need to go to them all the time. Sad but true. Great song. But yes, Braden, that's my point. Like, Eminem is back for one race, but they're back because Kyle Busch passed away and they're doing a tribute. They wouldn't be back otherwise. So again, it's commendable for them, but went to Josie Records yesterday with my dad to listen to a new Weezer album. Got a Leonard Skinner CD and Days of Thunder on DVD, aka the movie everybody has been telling me to watch. You haven't seen Days of Thunder? Well, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Tom Cruise, Robert Duvall. The 90s. Ugh, great. I don't know who the chick is in it, but she puts in a good performance. It's been a while since I've seen it. I should probably watch it sometime. Call myself a NASCAR fan. Hasn't seen Days of Thunder in a while. Buy 5 bowls of Tide and you'll get a 124 promo. All right, do buildsubmarines.com. How about that? Yeah. That's a good one for the average human being that tunes in to watch NASCAR because I'm going to be building so many submarines myself. I might become my school's freshman football team starting punter. Hey, I like kickers. Kickers gotta unite. I was a place kicker. I wasn't a punter, but respect, Matt. You know those fish bowls that they're sold in? Yep. Love seeing grandstands at Daytona and Days of Thunder before they made the entire second egg. Yeah, Matt. It was a different time. You haven't heard of Jenny NASCAR? She was the chick on Days of Thunder. Maybe. Well, I mean, I've seen the movie, but is that her name? I don't know. I love the elephant ear, funnel cake, cheese on a stick. The fair fries are always best. Put some salt and vinegar on them. Good stuff. Deep fried Oreos. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's terrible for you, but it tastes fantastic. Do you want to see a Kyle Busch car sitting right now? I mean, I guess. Is it sitting on a bed of M&Ms or Skittles? Speaking of, Skittles are so good, but they're not good for you. I have not seen Days of Thunder, but I do plan on watching it Labor Day when I get nothing better to do. It's a good movie. I like Days of Thunder. They did a good job with it. We'll see what happens for the second one. I don't have a whole lot of faith. But Tom Cruise will be involved, so it should be good. Comic book that has a big price. Well, that's cool, Matt. You sign up and you get a promo, and you sign a friend up, you get 2 promos. Yeah, but who's signing up? Who's signing up to build submarines? Ricky Bobby Clown Car. Matt, hold on. How did you know? How did you know that the Laughing Clown malt liquor car, I just stripped this car down this weekend and I put a prime coat on it in the orange. The paint is on its way. It should be here by the end of the week. So we will be making this car in the not too distant future. How did you know? It's like you know. This car coming soon. Coming soon to a diecast driven channel near you. He might be in the walls. That's crazy. Love going to the state fair of Texas. Yeah, I've been to Texas for you. Submarine building stream when? Listen, that's not happening. Oh, by the way, so here's $2 for bald head at time. Greg. If that's not Greg, that's hilarious. Thank you for the $2. Wait a minute. Hold on. Greg, how many accounts do you have? There's no way this is... Yeah, this is definitely one of Greg's accounts. Thanks for the $2. My bald head, it's time. Well, unfortunately for you, my head is not bald. But thank you for the $1.99. That's funny. Appreciate it. W. I think it's Greg Braden, so like it's only a half W. But he did send money, so like thank you. Yes, your alt account said time. I'm gonna call anybody that I know in the series and tell them to not let you in at New Hampshire. For A&W, you buy everything on the menu, you get a promo 124 and a 164. Yeah, I mean, you could do that to all of pretty much any sponsor. You could do that. I used to get cars in cereal boxes back in the day. Scalp reveal. Let's see. There's my hair. Nice golden brown. Can A&W be bipolar? The comic Sans first came Wolverine and first repairs Wolverine. That's the 4-digit range. I'm not much of a comic book. Well, I'm not a comic book collector, but I know some of those things go for some crazy amounts of money. Scalp reveal. That's funny. Scalp crack. A $4.99. Another. Jeez. Hair reveal. Yep, that's a hair reveal. Look at that. Another two super chats tonight. That's crazy. This one's probably also Greg. Hold on, let's see. From last night, I had a lot of fun. Yeah, Greg, how many accounts do you have? That's at least 2. I'm gonna start downvoting all of your videos. You have revealed yourself to me. A terrible move. My hair looks so similar to yours. Well, thank you, I guess. I grew it myself. It's also with me in the sports car hobby. 1.2 million. I don't know. There's got to be some like money laundering. Something. Yeah, Greg's crazy. The wind makes 3. Yeah, bro is definitely embracing the internet troll lifestyle. You gotta respect him for it. And honestly, again, I mean, like, I know it's all in jest, but thank you sincerely for the money. I do appreciate the support. You do troll on here pretty good, so shout outs to Greg. Yeah, it's not quite a new record board, Diecast. Cody and Ranthony both did super chat once on the same stream. So our record is still at 2. It ties the record, but huge shout out to, even though he's our troll, Greg. We appreciate him. And I, of course, obviously I appreciate the money, all seriousness. Like you never have to send me money, but I do appreciate it. So thank you. Heard your name. What's happening? Man. The stream is about to end here in 3 minutes because I'm tired and I gotta go to work tomorrow. But yeah, Ellie. Ellie, I don't know if you've been here for a while with all of Greg's alt accounts, but yeah, he's out of control. All right, Martin, I will check it out. Thanks, I grew up myself. Yeah, it's true. I'm a ginger with glasses, so I can't say that you look like me. Well, I do have glasses, but I actually wear contacts. I don't wear my glasses. I wear contacts. Okay, Martin. All right, Martin, if you're here on Thursday, please remind me and we'll check it then. Is that okay with you? Is that acceptable? I will check it Thursday. You have school. Well, I know the hobby has break a problem where the guys come break and spend a bunch of money and get loaded packs. Yeah, that kind of stuff, it doesn't make sense to me. Spider-Man into the Gregverse. Yeah. All right. Remind me Thursday, Martin. Remind me Thursday. NASCAR kid has school. Need advice? I'm going to sell Love's car at Speedco to troll. That's kind of funny. All right. Well, we pretty much got this car done. I still have to change over the tires to be general. But, oh yeah, and put the windshield and back glass banners on as well as the spoilers. I'll do all that off stream. That doesn't take me too long to do. But yeah, Matt, lock in. Yes. Rest up. Great stream night. Yep. We'll see you guys Thursday. Wind is the only reason culture won in Days of Thunder. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. It's 9:59. 10 o'clock is a minute away. So how many accounts? He has a lot of accounts. High school about to be something. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Don't freak out. They don't give me credit in the movie. There he is. Bro's got like 6 phones out, just like. That's why we have 10 concurrent viewers for a lot of the stream. Enough. All right. Hold on. Greg coming in with a final one. Now he broke the record. Okay, this is a record stream. We have 3 super chats that we have received, all because of our boy Greg. Mad respect to him. Even though he's a troll, we gotta give our flowers where they are due. So shout out to Greg. I would tell you to go follow his channel, but I don't know which one to go tell you to go follow. So keep your eyes peeled for his troll stuff coming up this weekend at New Hampshire. I'm sure he'll be back Thursday, but yeah, it's pay to win. If he doesn't want to get banned, send me money. That's fine. I'm not doing this whole grifting thing right, so maybe I am now. But all right, it's 10 o'clock. It is a new record board diecast. I need to go to sleep. You guys got to go to sleep. You got to go to school. You got to go to work tomorrow. We got a car done for Cody. Hopefully the rest of the decals come in. I'm out. Thank you guys for all joining. I appreciate the time. Appreciate the money. Obviously, Greg, you don't have to, but I appreciate it. So, no. Nope, you sent it. I'm ending stream. See you guys. Bro doesn't have a son.